And so what we experience as dis-ease, as symptoms, we can, our modern minds see it as, oh, this is wrong, cut this out. Oh, this is high, let's bring it down. This is low, let's bring it up. Instead of recognizing, oh, there's wisdom here. The body is doing this for an intentional reason.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Inspire Health podcast as we continue on with our series on trauma recovery from surviving to thriving. And today we've got Dr. Melissa Sell.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
One of the things I really like about German New Medicine is it gets people to think very differently from the context of how we are traditionally taught around medicine and even around our bodies.
Totally. I love what you said, because that's what drew me to GNM and the 5 biological laws. For a long time, we've associated, Hans Selye with stress and disease, and that the idea is that stress depletes the body, makes it weak, and then the immune system isn't functioning, and therefore cancer cells can take over. And so there's like almost this inner battle that's going on where we have to be conscious and boost our immune system and make sure our immune system is working so we don't get cancer. But Dr. Hammer and his work changes that narrative and changes our understanding of what cancer actually is. So cancer is not a wrongness. Rather, it is an intentional biological tissue adaptation that develops in response to our perception and experience of a shocking trauma, something that catches us off guard in a moment, a loss, a phone call. I'm sorry, your son is gone, your wife is gone, your business is sunk, this shock in a moment. And your psyche, you couldn't handle it. It exceeded your threshold for what you could handle and understand. And so your body steps in with these adaptations. And so what that's called is a conflict shock, or a DHS. And it is registered by the psyche. In the brain, there is a measurable impact. Dr. Hammer did CT scans and analyzed the CT scan and found that in particular regions of the brain that control particular organs, depending on the type of shock the person had, there's a ring formation in the brain, and there's tissue adaptation on the organ level. So he developed this entire system of looking at the body and decoding and understanding, what does a rash mean? What does a sore throat mean? What does a sty mean? What is a urinary tract infection? All of these things, rather than looking at them as failures of the immune system or the body, some type of malfunction or an outside agent like a bacteria or a virus that gets in us and causes a problem. What we're seeing is the effect of tissue adaptation initiated by shocking traumas. So that's kind of like the big picture of what this work is. And it's very deep. The 5 biological laws go through our embryology. It's connected to our developmental history as organisms. And it's very deep and rich and fascinating science of why we develop certain tissue adaptation conditions.